I met her just now coming out to put some balloons right here, what has been set up as a little memorial for Javion Mcgee. And so what made you come out here today?
I came out here to show support because I feel like, it's questions that need to be answered because it's a lot of stuff is not adding up. I feel like, it's a lot of things that's going on that people are not saying, and I don't feel like Javion would even do anything like this. He looked like a bright young man, so I don't think he would do anything like this.
I thank God. Straight from the hood, now it's time to get the pie. Blood, you can see it in my eyes. My future turning up, what it's time to be alive. I'm that nigga, I don't mean to brag, but I'm getting too nice with this. Ain't no way that I'm going outside. My pockets been heavy as shit. The bank is
What's poppin', M2T? It's your boy Ron on the channel to be. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button whenever you pull up to the channel. And while you at it, hit that post notification button for your boys. Whenever I drop, you can hop up in the truck and roll with me. See what's popping. How's it going, fam? Today Friday. We done made it through another one. You know what I mean? Hey, man, we busting these weeks down. You hear me? These days flying by so fast, I can barely even keep it up. So I hope everybody enjoy their weekend. I hope everybody have time to spend with the family. And if not, get you some rest, sit back and relax, and let's get ready for another one, God willing. All right, today I got a really good story for you guys. And without any further ado, we're going to get right into it. I have an update for you guys in the Javion Mcgee case. I take Javion case to heart because I have kids that's Javion age, same age. And my heart goes out to his family. I sympathize, with them. You know what I mean? It's nothing like a parent having to bury their child. These days it's like parents is burying the kids, and it's supposed to be the opposite. The kids supposed to be burying the parents. So I sympathize, and my heart goes out to the Mcgee family. And I want them to know that my prayers and my condolences is with you guys, and we're going to do our part over here and help bring justice to Javion. Now, today, I'm going to be showing you guys videos. I'm going to be allowing you guys to listen to phone audio, and I'm going to be showing you guys photos of a timeline with Javion. And this is all the way from the time he entered that Walmart all the way till they found him deceased. Now, through this storyline, there's investigators whom I was able to link up with that had some very good research and investigation that they had done with the Javion case. And I want to do, first and foremost, I want to let them know, big shout out to my boy over there doing his thing over there at Taylor House. Man, Richie doing his thing. Rich is he's out there in North Carolina, and he's boots on the ground, and he's been like that since day one. He keeps up with the North Carolina news, and this particular case, he has been on top ever since the first day. So I want to let my boy know, big shout out to him. I want to shout out to all the M2T fams that let me know about him. You know what I mean? So I want to let you guys know, salute. I appreciate you putting me up on it. This brother is a very in-depth researcher and investigator, and he puts his all into it. So I want to bring you guys some research that Taylor did, and I want you guys to look at this and let me know what you guys think. All right, the first video, this video is of Javion going inside of the Walmart, coming out of the Walmart, walking through the parking lot all the way up to his car. Now, y'all know that they were saying that he gave money to a homeless man. Well, let's check the video out. Check this out. Did y'all notice in that video, did y'all see any trailer connected to Javion's truck? No, it wasn't. I want to allow you guys to listen to this phone audio. This phone audio is of a guy that was there and saw Javion with 3 police officers and said he seen everything from a little distance. And he didn't want to go up on the scene from what it was he was looking at with Javion and these individuals because he didn't want them to see him, first of all. Second of all, it was nighttime. Check this audio out.
Niggas, I don't know why they making other lies. And the racist police put the rope around his neck, man. You didn't hang yourself on a tree. That tree small, man. That tree, you can't hang on that tree. They sit him on the ground. He already was dead.
And so you saw this with your own 2 eyes?
Yeah. He already was dead. They didn't hang him. They just put the rope around his neck. Feel like he hanging himself. They didn't do that. They got his phone. They got his phone right today, right now. He took his phone because he said, please call my mom. Please call my mom.
The next audio is going to be from a guy that says he knows everything. He's a resident, just like the last gentleman was, of Henderson, and the streets is talking. Not only is the streets talking, he's been out there doing his own research as well, and he knows exactly what happened from the time that he went into that Walmart until the time that he came across these officers and these individuals. Check this out.
Right there, but this is the text that I received from this anonymous person. Now, this he says, and I believe it. He said he was on private property. He had no business there. They don't allow drivers to park there because things come up stolen, damaged, or they leave trash and feces in the dirt. The rope was for fitness. The owner's nephew and buddies beat him up because he left his equipment on their property. His equipment being the trailer. When he returned, they had words. A scuffle ensued. They didn't want any trouble because they were afraid he would call the law on them. So they called their friends at the sheriff's office. They made it look like he offed himself at another location and brought him back there because his equipment was there, and made it look like he was discovered that morning by the owner. And he said, also, one last thing. Now this is where the rope come in. He said one more thing. He was doing pull-ups with the rope when they confronted him. That's probably why he was around by the fence, tying the rope on the fence, doing some pull-ups. I get it. The homeless guy receiving money is to throw folks off the scent. Like I said in the beginning, there was no homeless guy. Like, that doesn't make sense, because when you see him walking out the parking lot, you don't see him running into a homeless guy. He walks right to his truck, and then he leaves the parking lot.
Now, I'm going to show you guys some photo clips of Javion the night that he was either been detained or in custody, or maybe even deceased. But I'm going to show you guys photos of Javion there with them, and you guys let me know what you think about these photos. If this looks like Javion or if it don't. Check this out.
The reason that I showed Javion walking out of the Walmart, and that is the first time I've showed that, and the reason why I haven't showed it before, because I don't want to create or go with that narrative saying he bought the rope to unalive himself. The reason I'm showing it today, so you can see what he is wearing. Now, as you see, he had on a white t-shirt, dark pants, white socks, and black Crocs, right? And so yesterday I showed you this picture. This picture was taken from, or taken from the website or the social media site of Prophet PI. This picture was, I guess, sent to him by someone. And you see, once again, 3 police officers. And this was allegedly the night before Javion was found. It is evident by this picture, and you will see here, if you zoom in right there on the side of that police car, that is not a police symbol. That is actually the silhouette or the reflection of Javion Mcgee sitting either on his knees or on his behind in front of the police officers. And we'll zoom in real quick. If you see there on the side of the truck, you see a white shirt, black arms, right? Now you see that picture right there. And actually the police with the beard is actually looking down on him. And I think Javion is facing him, because if you look at this picture, in which I circled, this picture right here circles the legs. Now, once again, those legs look like they are sprawled out in front of him, with, you know, his ankles pointed inward and his toes pointing outward. And if once again you look on the reflection of that car, you will see once again the silhouette of what looks to be Javion Mcgee. And if you listen to the broadcast from yesterday, you had the older gentleman talking about how he saw them. There was a traffic stop and they had him on the ground, and he was saying, "Please let me call my mama. Let me call my mama." And it's evident from this picture that this is the scene that the man was describing. This right here is clear-cut evidence that Javion Mcgee was in police custody the night before his unfortunate demise.
Last but not least, I want you guys to check out this phone audio of a Caucasian woman who has biracial children that's been in Henderson all her life. And I want you guys to listen to her as she tell y'all about the city of Henderson. All right, this is very important. Check this out.
Since the morning it happened, he was supposed to have harmed himself. Where is the item that he would have had to stood on to get the rope high enough for his body to drop? You know what I mean? Like a chair, a bed, a box, a crate. There was nothing. Friends with my daughter that said that she was at the Vanco Mill gas station that evening, and Mr. Mcgee had some type of altercation with a white gentleman in the parking lot. Now, I'm not trying to say a white person or black person. I don't know who did it to the young man, but somebody had. I have 3 multiracial daughters that are 17 and 18-year-olds now. And I know that there in Henderson, there is racism. And it's sad because a lot of the people, if you live here long enough, you know who they are. I mean, but the gentleman, the officer that you spoke with, that was talking about the police department and the sheriff department and corrupt, that was a major understatement. Yeah, they are. Very.
M2T, after seeing all of that, I gotta say, I've went from 50-50 to more like 20-80. Because there's just too many inconsistencies. These witnesses, these photos, and these videos, it's too telling. You know, and one thing I don't believe in is coincidence. When you from the streets and you've been from neighborhoods and cities where you've had to experience people judging you and people pressing you about who you are just because of the skin color you are, then you know telltale signs whenever you see them, such as the tree that he was on. Some footage I have of some bikers from North Carolina, biker clubs, Caucasian and African American men that linked up and pulled up in North Carolina, in Henderson, and went to the scene where everything happened and did a speech about 20-30 minutes. Then they you know, got so pissed off, they said, well, hell with it, let's pull it down. And you can tell by them pulling on it. I mean, you can probably grab it with one hand. You can grab it with one hand and bring it halfway down. Common sense. This is what this about. Common sense. Common sense tells anybody with it that ain't nobody finna be unaliving themselves off no tree branch that's this big, that's this thick. It's gotta make sense. And they literally pulled it down, you know, with about 5 or 10 tugs, and it was a wrap. But I'm not gonna show them and everything, but I wanna shout them bikers out in North Carolina because they have been having their differences throughout the years as bikers and everything. But because of Javion, they came together. They said, this ain't got nothing to do with that. We go set that aside. We have something that's way more important at hand to address. And that's what brings people together. The love, the camaraderie, the unity. That's why I love doing what it is I do at Married to Trucking, because my ultimate dream, my ultimate goal is for all truckers to be able to be united. Just like them truckers was that's been going out to the ports. Shout out to them truckers that's been going out to the ports, supporting those guys that's been striking out there at the ports. And they have came to a settlement until January. But shout out to them truckers. Truckers, we're the root of this country. That stuff comes in across the sea. We picks it up at the port and we deliver it throughout this country. It comes in from the planes. We pick that stuff up and deliver it throughout the country. You know, and the guys that worked for that at them ports, they the ones that gets our stuff together for us to come get. So they need to pay them people. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. You got money to spend on every damn thing else. You got money to throw away here and money to throw away there, but you can't even take care of the citizens that's keeping the economy flowing. Make it make sense. But back to Javion. I appreciate them bikers pulling up and letting their voices be heard, and so that America is going to know this case is not going to be one of those cases that's not going to be heard. It's going to be just like George Floyd. It's going to be just like Brown. It's going to be just like Trayvon. It's going to be just like any other case that people come together and unite. All nations, all creeds, all colors, all it don't matter who you are. You know, when you know right is right and wrong is wrong, you unite. You know what I mean? So I wanted to bring these videos to y'all and let y'all know what y'all think about it, and just let y'all know I'm leaning more toward that it was definitely foul play with Javion. Definitely. It's just a matter of time before they get to the end of it. And I could be wrong, you know, I could be wrong, you know, but I appreciate Taylor for doing this thing. I appreciate all the YouTubers out there that's doing their thing and keeping Javion's name alive, you know, so until we can get some justice for little Javion. All right, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys pulling up on me. Big shout out to my A1 day ones. Big shout out to the ones that just be peeking in and seeing what's popping. And a special shout out to my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. You guys enjoy your weekend, and y'all already know. Until next time, it's your boy.
I just got in a whole brand new bag. I'm running around.